Imagine this. You're at the airport, playing the dreaded security shuffle, shoes off, belt slipping, laptop balancing act in full swing. You eye the random selection line, praying today isn't your lucky day. Now, fast forward, you're gliding into a private terminal, greeted by name, no awkward pat-downs in sight. A sleek jet awaits, engines humming like a VIP welcome party. No stress, no lines, just you, the sky, and the kind of luxury that makes commercial flights feel like medieval torture. What is fractional jet ownership? Think of fractional jet ownership as the VIP version of a timeshare, except instead of a beachfront condo, you're co-owning a high-flying, luxury private jet. Full jet ownership sounds great until you realize it comes with a $60 million price tag, plus the never-ending headaches of maintenance, storage, and staffing. That's where fractional ownership steps in, offering a smarter, more flexible way to enjoy private aviation without burning through your entire fortune. Here's how it works. Rather than footing the bill for an entire aircraft, you buy a slice of one, typically ranging from 1/16 to 1/2 of the jet. The bigger your share, the more flight hours you get per year. A 1/16 share, for example, might give you around 50 hours in the air annually, while a 1/2 share could provide up to 400 hours. That's plenty of time to whisk away to a business meeting in New York, escape to a private island, or simply avoid the horrors of airport security ever again. It's the ultimate balanced luxury without the full financial burden, private jet perks without the full-time responsibility. No need to stress about hiring pilots, dealing with paperwork, or figuring out where to park your multi-million-dollar aircraft. You simply show up, take off, and enjoy the ride because life's too short for middle seats and crying babies on commercial flights. The ideal candidate for fractional jet ownership. So, who exactly is the perfect fit for this model? Well, if your lifestyle involves frequent jet setting, tight schedules, and a distaste for commercial airport chaos, fractional ownership might just be your golden ticket. Let's break it down. If you find yourself spending anywhere between 50 and 400 hours a year in the air, fractional ownership could be your sweet spot. It's far more cost-effective than chartering flights on demand and significantly less of a hassle than dealing with the responsibilities of full jet ownership. For business executives constantly hopping between cities, time is money, and there's no greater power move than skipping airport security and boarding a jet that's waiting just for you. It also provides an ideal space to prepare for meetings, hold private discussions, or even decompress after high-stakes negotiations. High net worth individuals who crave luxury and efficiency, but don't want the full-time responsibility of aircraft ownership, find this model particularly appealing. Why deal with hiring pilots, scheduling maintenance, and managing insurance when you can just step on board and take off? Meanwhile, companies with frequent travel needs, whether for executives, sales teams, or client meetings, can use fractional jet ownership to streamline travel, boost productivity, and ensure employees arrive at their destinations on time and well-rested. If commercial flights feel like an outdated inconvenience, but full ownership seems like too much of a commitment, fractional jet ownership offers the perfect in-between solution. Benefits of fractional jet ownership. Now that we've identified who might be the perfect fit for fractional jet ownership, let's talk about the real perks, because let's be honest, flying private isn't just about convenience. It's about upgrading your entire travel experience. First and foremost, let's talk money. Full jet ownership is a billionaire's playground, with costs piling up beyond just the purchase price. Think about maintenance, pilot salaries, insurance, storage, and all the other hidden expenses that come with having your own aircraft. Fractional ownership, on the other hand, spreads those costs among multiple owners, making private jet access more financially reasonable. You still get all the luxury without shouldering the full burden. Then there's availability, because what good is a private jet if you can't use it when you need it? Most fractional ownership programs guarantee an aircraft with as little as 4 hours notice. So, whether you're called into a last-minute business meeting across the country, or just feel like an impromptu weekend getaway in the Bahamas, your jet is ready when you are. Flexibility is another game changer. Unlike full ownership, where you're tied to a single aircraft, fractional programs often give you access to an entire fleet. Need a light jet for a quick regional trip, or a long-range jet for a transatlantic journey? You can switch it up based on your travel needs. And let's not forget the best part: no operational headaches. Your fractional provider takes care of everything. Maintenance, crew training, flight scheduling, and even those minor, but crucial, details like catering and ground transport. You don't have to worry about hiring pilots, negotiating hangar space, or dealing with paperwork. Just step on board, sit back, and enjoy the perks of private aviation without the stress. Now, that's what flying should feel like. Potential drawbacks to consider. Before you get swept away by visions of sipping champagne at 40,000 feet, let's talk about the fine print. Fractional jet ownership isn't all smooth takeoffs and soft landings. There are a few bumps you should consider before committing. First off, it's a long-term commitment. Most fractional agreements lock you in for around 5 years, which might seem reasonable now. But what if your travel needs change? Maybe your business expands and you need more flight hours, or perhaps you realize you're not flying as much as you expected. Exiting an agreement early isn't always simple, and you might face penalties or the hassle of selling your share, something that's not always easy in the fluctuating aviation market. Then there's depreciation. Just like a luxury car loses value the moment you drive it off the lot, aircraft appreciate over time. When your contract ends, the resale value of your share might not be as high as what you initially paid. While you do get years of luxury travel, don't expect to make a profit when it's time to cash out. And let's not forget about peak travel seasons. While most fractional ownership programs promise availability, the reality is that during holidays or high-demand periods, getting the exact jet you want, when you want it, might not be as easy as calling up and taking off. Even with guaranteed access clauses, you may find yourself settling for a different aircraft or adjusting your schedule slightly. So while fractional ownership offers plenty of perks, it's essential to weigh these factors and make sure it truly aligns with your lifestyle and travel needs before you sign on the dotted line. Because nothing spoils luxury travel faster than unexpected surprises. Alternatives to fractional ownership. Still debating whether fractional jet ownership is the right move? No worries, private aviation isn't a one-size-fits-all game. There are plenty of other options that might suit your travel habits and budget better. One popular alternative is a jet card. Think of it as a prepaid pass to private aviation. Instead of committing to ownership, you purchase a set number of flight hours up front, usually ranging from 25 to 50 hours. It's perfect for those who fly occasionally but still want the convenience and luxury of private jets without the long-term strings attached. If your travel needs are more sporadic, on-demand chartering might be the way to go. You book flights as needed, with no ownership stake, no maintenance worries, and no commitments. It's great for those who only fly a few times a year, but still want to skip the chaos of commercial airports. On the other end of the spectrum, if you're clocking more than 400 hours in the air annually, full ownership might actually make sense, assuming you're prepared for the multi-million-dollar investment, plus crew salaries, maintenance fees, and all the other expenses that come with being the proud owner of a private jet. Each option comes with its own perks and trade-offs, so the key is to match your choice to your actual flight needs. Because whether you're flying for business or pleasure, the goal is the same: arriving in style, stress-free, and on your own terms. And there you have it, flying private without the billionaire headaches. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more high-flying insights. Got questions or dreaming of your own jet? Drop a comment below. We're here to talk luxury skies.